for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Phyllis Garrett Henderson, age 66, of Sylacauga, died Monday. Visitation for Phyllis will be Friday from 1 until 3 at Curtis and Son North. Graveside service will follow at 3 at Evergreen Cemetery. I'll be officiating that service. Phyllis was a proud graduate of B.B. Comer High School, 1973. She was active as a member of the Marching Sound of Gold, as a trumpet player and also a majorette, really involved in her community. Fond memories and expressions of sympathy may be shared at CurtisandSonFH.com. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Visitation for Sarah Cardwell will be this morning from 10 until 11 at Curtis and Son North, with the graveside service beginning at 11 in the Evergreen Cemetery. Brother James Murphy will officiate the service. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFH.com. In lieu of flowers, donation can be made to the Sylacauga City Schools Foundation. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Memorial service for Thomas Dale Anderson, age 75, will be Saturday, June the 12th at Radney Funeral Home Chapel in Alexander City, with Randy Anderson and Bobby Anderson officiating. Family receiving friends, 2 o'clock till service time. Mr. Anderson was born September 15th in Alexander City. Memorial contribution can be made to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital, 511 St. Jude Place, Memphis, Tennessee, 38105, or Children's Harbor, 1 Hour Children's Highway, Alexander City, Alabama, 35010, or the Wounded Warrior Project, P.O. Box 758516, Topeka, Kansas, 66675, Radney Funeral Home, Alexander City directing. Funeral service for John Claude Smith, age 78, is Thursday, today at 1 o'clock from Coosa Valley Church of God, interment in the St. Clair Memorial Gardens. The family receiving friends today, noon until 1 o'clock at the church. Mr. Smith died June 5th. Kilgore Funeral Home, Pell City directing. Funeral service for James Moon will be Saturday at 1 p.m. from St. John's Missionary Baptist Church in Sylacauga. Visitation on Friday from 1 until 7 at the funeral home. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga directing. Funeral service for Asha Cohill will be Saturday at 2 o'clock from Liberty Christian Center in Harpersville. Burial in the Coosa Valley Baptist Church Cemetery in Vincent. Visitation Friday at 1 until 7. Community Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for James Holly, age 65, of Rockford, will be today at 2 o'clock from Mount Moriah Baptist Church, with Brother James Brown officiating. Burial in the Mount Moriah Cemetery. Mr. Holly died June 7th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Visitation today, 1:30 until 2 at the church. Radney Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga directing. And Derek Averett, age 49, died June the 8th at Princeton Hospital in Birmingham. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Community Funeral Home in Sylacauga. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.